Welcome back. This is Brian and Paulette. We're still landlocked and sailing on Lake Lanier, but this week we were able to sail Natasha, which has a different setup with the Traveler in the back. We also have some swanky new life jackets that we'd like to spend some time talking about and introduce you to Sadie, our wonderful old lab who is a water lover but is having difficulty and really isn't able to go to the lake with us anymore. It sure was a windy day, but we were able to hold our own, and you'll be able to see that later. So we're just getting ready to head up to the lake. It's going to be a cold day. We're just, put our tree up, and we're just saying goodbye to our old girl, because we're going to leave her for 4 or 5 hours. And she's old, and she loves company, and she loves Rob. She's a happy little girl. And here is a little known fact. The Labrador Retriever originated in Newfoundland and was originally brought to England in 1800, where the dog breed became popular. Newfoundland really has 2 key dog breeds. 1, the Newfoundland dog, and 2, the Labrador Retriever. So it's Saturday midday. We're heading up to the lake. It's December 5th, and it's funny. We've been getting a few comments on our Facebook page about, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys are out sailing and it's so cold. Well, it's chilly for the south, but right now it's 49 degrees Fahrenheit on the temperature gauge, and we've got caps and mittens and gloves and glove warmers. I think we're going to be fine, and frankly, to most Newfies, 49, 50 degrees Fahrenheit is actually, June, July weather. So in the scheme of things, the weather is pretty good. What do you think, Brian? Are you worried about the temperature today?
I'm not. Called home this morning and flipped over the weather on my phone. So I was looking at the lake. So we're getting up to 52 degrees Fahrenheit this afternoon. Nice light winds. It should be just perfect. But I flipped over to Celsius, and I was saying to my father that, this morning was 5 degrees Celsius. Well, it was 5 degrees Celsius in Galloscope this morning, so, they're an hour and a half later from us, but still.
Remind me, what is 5 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Spend too much time here. We'll have to check on that one. Like, the height of summer is 18 degrees Celsius in Toronto. So that's the height of summer.
It is not. 17 degrees, 16, 17 degrees is room temperature. So,
Okay, so I just checked. 10 degrees Celsius is essentially, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's what the weather is going to be here today. So that's pretty good. It might get a little blustery.
What do you think? Traveler in the back? Impressed? Huh?
Looking good. Lots more room in the cockpit.
You like it like this? A lot less cluttered?
Seems to be.
This being Natasha, it's got some different things than the other boats that we've been on before. And if you look down to the floor, let's see. She's got a lead on meter, or a thermometer, or whatever you call it.
It's called a levo gauge.
Levo gauge, huh?
So it tells what? The percentage that your boat is heeled?
Yeah, what degree?
What degree? Right now you're at about 5.
5 degrees. Okay. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't like healing, right?
I don't like a ton of heeling.
Okay.
So that's not bad. And how do you feel about the Traveler being in the back next to the tiller?
It's kind of different.
Different good, different bad?
It's just different. I'm not used to it. That's all. Just not used to it. I'll get used to it. It'll be fine.
But isn't it nice having the extra leg room in the cockpit? Look, all this room compared to before. It actually feels quite spacious. I mean, I can stretch out, see my feet down there, stretched out. I don't feel as hemmed in.
used to this traveler in the back. But yeah, I think this is a Catalina Capri, I believe, a 22-foot Capri. It's a nice boat.
Cool.
So yeah, see all the boats.
The cockpit is, nice and long, and we could actually bring a couple of people with us to go sailing, and you could, sit there and not be in, the skipper's way for sailing. You're not all on top of each other. And, the cabin is actually a decent size with seating. She's not beautiful by any stretch inside, but there's certainly room. So of all the boats we've been in so far, I think that she's one that you could go out with friends on. What do you think, Brian Tobin?
I think so too. I think that makes sense. It's got lots of room. It's really nice inside.
She could be cleaner.
I think she's a nice little boat.
Yeah, she's a lovely little boat, but she could be cleaner.
Our house could be cleaner too.
Oh, stake to the heart.
So come on. Seriously. It could be cleaner.
Or as the Newfie says, is Maggedy. I noticed you're wearing a spanking new life jacket, Brian. What's up with that?
Well, this is that. All the new cool kids are wearing this. What do you think? Do you like it?
Why did you buy it?
Why do we buy it? Well, we bought it because I think the yellow was coming up on your white jacket. That just wasn't cutting it right. Our life jackets are still perfectly usable. They're a little bit long in the tube, no doubt about it. But maybe it's time for something that's a little bit cooler in the summertime. So these are Mustang inflatable jackets. So the idea is that when you go in the water, they'll inflate. That's all I want with that one. Well, it seems that I like doing video of you, but you edit it all out. So that's why people only see me. That if people want to know what's going on, it's Paulette does the editing, and she edits all Paulette out. Okay. So it's like, oh, I don't like that hat, or I don't like my ear, or something, and that's all gone. So it's like, geez, Brian is such a vain bastard. Look at him. That's all he does. Be on video the whole time.
Brian wants to be a YouTube star.
Poor Paulette.
Poor Paulette, YouTube widow.
Yeah, exactly. That's a weird thing. Like, look at Brian.
Why not?
It's just.
Here's Brian complaining that I don't like to be on camera with him. It's just, if I'm the shooter of the video, I'm shooting mostly Brian. So that's why I have the most video content.
And your phone's right. So good.
Well, I do have the newer phone, and it's got great video on it. So, why wouldn't we? Brian shoots on the GoPro a little bit as well, but, I still think the iPhone is a whole lot easier to use. Plus, I've got this dandy lanyard, so I don't drop it. So it looks kind of funny, but at least I know I'm not going to drop my phone into the water if we tip or gust of wind comes.
So, what was my big learn of the day? Well, it's all about keeping it simple. It's got to be fun. We had the main reefed, running no jib. It was nice. It was easy to tack and jibe. There's no effort. Everyone was happy that we weren't heeled, and it was very uncomplicated. Other people were, around us heeled over, and maybe they were going a couple of knots faster, but this is easier on the gear, and the ride home should be pleasant. A sailing happy ending.
So that's it for this week. We hope you've enjoyed it. Where are we going next with this sailing adventure? We've begun researching, buying a boat, looking at what type of boats to buy, criteria, ages in which to get the best price, etc. We'll start to share that information out as we begin researching which boat to buy, what we're willing to pay, and ultimately we will keep this at the coast so that we can go down and get experience sailing on the ocean. So stay tuned for more of that information as we share out how we go about buying a boat.